we go through many, many, many phases in spiritual life. Really numberless different phases. And some of those phases cause us to feel kind of neutral, weirdly neutral about everything, or kind of numb or disinterested. The things that we were very enthusiastic about before don't interest us much anymore because those karmas resolved. Suddenly, the friend that we were very involved with, who is always coming to us for help with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and we felt very special and proud that we were the ones that that friend came to, suddenly that karma of that kind of pride has gone away because we've been practicing, and now we just look at that friend and we just see what a state of compulsion they're in, and we no longer have the feeling of attachment to that situation. So things feel a little bit flavorless. This is really, really common. I mean, it's not only common. If you're doing a lot of practice, you are going to experience this. No doubt about that. And people kind of get worried at that point. They think, I'm losing it. You know, I'm not interested in the things that I used to be interested in. My friends no longer feel engaging in the way they used to. I don't like doing the things I used to do. And this is kind of a sandhi of spiritual practice, a gap in between one way of being and another. It's a cosmic law, and this is something you learn. Bhairavi said to me the other day, I was rereading or reading something from one of the books I've written, and I was thinking, how does she know all this stuff? Is it just pretense? Was that what you were thinking? You said something like that to me.
I said my thought was more just kind of what path did you go through to like get that experience?
Yeah, and you know, then you said something about you learn from Ma. Well, in one sense, that's true. I have learned a lot from Ma, but a lot of it I have just seen directly, or just because I'm practicing. I don't think about it. I don't sit there when I'm right now. I don't plan what I'm going to say. 10 minutes before this started, I opened up this book to a page, started reading. I was like, okay. I had no idea what I was going to say or what this talk was going to be about. And that's how it is for me most of the time. When I sit down to write, the same thing. And I look at someone and we're talking and we're having a meeting, or somebody comes to me with a problem, I am just responding without thinking. Why is that possible? I mean, 10, 15 years ago, I never would have thought that that would be possible. Or I would have thought if I had done that, I was a blithering idiot. If you don't think about what's coming out of your mouth, you must be a blithering idiot, right? But it's that alchemy of being immersed in presence, which is just wisdom itself. And to whatever degree I am, which is not a huge degree, it is just coming. It's just coming. So one of the things that I have learned by doing this practice is that over and over and over again, the karma falls away before you have confidence in what is filling into that space. The karma always falls away first, and then there is some destabilization or weirdness or numbness or fear or vacuum where you don't know what's coming, right? But something always comes. It's not anything you can predict. And I think Rudy once said or wrote somewhere that the hallmark of a good spiritual practitioner is someone who can surrender without knowing what's coming next, who is willing to go through that process. People will say, I don't know if I want to do this because I don't know what will happen then. If you have that attitude, you will never really have a fulfilling life. Because it's not just spiritual practice that's like that. The idea that we know what's going to happen with every step we take is ludicrous anyway, right? I mean, the ceiling could fall in on my head right now. Anything's possible. So Especially though in spiritual practice, the process is we're just giving away a lot of things. That is the process. We're giving away everything. And we don't know what is going to be in its place. But there's really nothing to be afraid of. It's only small, limited self that's afraid. How do we know there's nothing to be afraid of? Well, there's two ways to know there's nothing to be afraid of. One way is you do enough practice, or you just come into this world with that understanding that reality is magnificent and you have nothing to worry about. Ma said, oh, Ma is here, why worry? So you either develop that understanding in life, Ma meaning reality, that alive, aware reality, why worry about anything? It's everywhere, it is everything, it is you. What is there to worry about? Ma said this all the time. So that you either have that recognition or look to the spiritual teachers or people that have realization that you admire. Look to Ma. Does she look like she's scared and miserable? No. We have many, 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 many examples of highly realized people. Their lives have not fallen apart. They are not unhappy. They're full of laughter and playfulness and love. So why worry? You're just walking the path that they did. Right? What is there to worry about?